Welcome to TradeTheMBI.com. This is John's reports for the 25th, and we got that nice move from magenta being above yellow, and we expected to get to the 50%, and whether or not we would have enough to push much past through it. That was really the question that we had, and kind of held there pretty even, and nothing wrong with that. The shakeout still continuing to make its move back up, low -7 now. It's not enough. It's got to get to the positive, but this is a key spot for that to take place. You can see short interest also rising on the MBI weight with this. So, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of back and forth on this one. And when we look at the DOC, we still don't have that steel reset situation. So, yeah, I think we're likely to maybe potentially see a little pop above, but it's going to go back and forth quite a bit. We're not in that huge momentum kind of position at this particular stage. And it's almost identical here for the NASDAQ, though you can see from a NASDAQ standpoint, the shakeout, huge improvement relative to the S&P. And so it could break into positive, and that would be the catalyst to drive the S&P as well. So, where the NASDAQ was the leader down, it could be the leader back up. A little oversold, as they say. Nothing happening in treasuries. Fed is sitting this one out, not even participating. So is what it is. And then oil, we're just hanging at the bottom end of the range, but top side of the dip we had gone down to during the whole tariff crisis, which clearly is not much of a crisis at all. It's all been a bargaining strategy, and this is why you don't do negotiations in public. But you don't really have much of a choice when you're talking about a country, so it is what it is. Euro holding up despite the fact that there's no real justification for any of the move, but reading-wise, in a little bit of a softness stage right here, and if you do get a little bit of improvement from an MBI white, you could see a little bit more decay, but still strong cyan under red, and till that changes, money still, this whole fear concept has been really caught on from Europeans. They're terrified of Trump. They think that it's just some unhinged situation. And it's like, really? I mean, even here, you can't even say certain things in those countries, and they're worried about America. It's kind of laughable, actually, from a gold standpoint. And so up near its highs. That's not going to change until there's some indication that inflation is not rising. And I think you're going to start to see that. You're going to start to see it just more or less abated and being held in check. And as long as oil stays lower, that's definitely going to be the case. When we look at it from a Bitcoin standpoint, yeah, that's a pretty decent move. And you're not seeing it from ETH, and that's simply because ETH has sort of fallen out of favor. They're having some internal issues with how they're processing and some of the changes they want to make. And until those are complete, I think that crypto winner for ETH because of the amount of use and everything. And this is where it always gets bound to from a practical standpoint when it comes to crypto. What functionality does it have? 50K chart's not up, so we'll go to my alternative one here. Yeah, that turnaround pretty darn clean. The MBI white, but magenta was still above yellow going all the way through. And once it took it over, it just accelerated the short covering and it's pretty much stayed clean through there. It's starting to get a little weakness there. MBI white would have to pop up just a little bit for that to push back down towards 76. So all in all, that's pretty darn clean. Expand that so it's easier to see. So you can see MBI white came out of it, but magenta stayed above once. Well, it was actually slightly below right here, but then once it crossed back above, which is right about here, off to the races. And that's that nice short covering. Works every time. Chart regular 50K, not up, but let's go to the 5K because it was pretty blah anyway. Buy signal came early, and boom, you were cyan under red for most of that morning all the way through, and then it was just trading sideways. And I think that we've got a little bit of that here. We've had some attempted fill back, new highs within the European session, but in the softer side of it, the Europeans, they really don't have any direction on this. It's all going to be about rhetoric and who says what, and of course you have options, so you got to smooth that one out and even it out for the week and get ready to start it all over again. So it's going to get exciting, and probably as we move into May, with the Russia-Ukraine situation, could get towards some type of resolution or a complete walk away. Either way, some of those things would have significant impact, particularly if sanctions are lifted off Russia and stuff like that. So I think we might be a little further away from that than some people hope, because I don't see any conciliatory move towards Europeans. In fact, they're kind of doing what they can to thwart the whole situation. So we'll just let it play out, follow the readings. As always, anything relevant, I'll put on the Skype chat for you. Trade well.